Please tell me why Russia's calendar that they released last year for this year has some pretty interesting pictures that coincide with the months. And I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you. Why is that our Capitol building? Why is that a Russian soldier? Why does that look like war? Why is this for November? But honestly, there's one that's even more interesting than that. But I have to read you something before I show you because you're not going to understand why I was actually so shocked when I saw this. Okay, hold on. So I've been studying Daniel because, are you Daniel from whom nothing was hidden? Yeah. So Daniel chapter 7 is Daniel's dream of 4 beasts. Well, there's a beast that looks like a lion, had the wings of an eagle. I watched until its wings were torn off, and it was lifted from the ground so it stood on 2 feet like a human being, and the mind of a human was given to it. If you want to guess on that one. That one's pretty obvious. But then there's this one. And there was a second beast, which looked like a bear, and it was raised up on one of its sides, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. And it was told, get up and eat your fill of flesh. And this one's the December for this Russian calendar. And the reason that I was so that's strange, is because it's raising one arm. And you remember how that passage, do you remember what that passage just said? Do you remember? Take a good look at it first, because also there's a tornado behind it, or a hurricane. I don't know what that is. I really would like to know what that banner says too, but I don't read Russian. Maybe I could look and see what it says. Oh, it does. It says, it doesn't matter who is against you. It matters who is nearby. But let's just revisit that really quick. There before me was a second beast, which looked like a bear. That sure did look like a bear. It was raised up on one of its sides with, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth, and it was told, get up and eat your fill of flesh. And after that I looked before me, and there was another beast that looked like a leopard, and on its back it had 4 wings like those of a bird. The beast had 4 heads, and it was given authority to rule. Maybe, maybe not, but that's outside the UN building in New York. Call me crazy, or don't, but it's a little too much of a coincidence for it to be a coincidence, all of these things. But there was a 4th beast too. Let's talk about that. And then there was a 4th beast, terrifying, frightening, and very powerful. It had large iron teeth that crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all the former beasts, and it had 10 horns. And while I was thinking about the horns, there before me was a horn, a little one, which came up among them, and 3 of the first horns were uprooted before it. This horn had eyes like a human, and a mouth that spoke boastfully. So this is all speculation in my opinion, and if this is fact, this is just me looking around with my eyeballs and through the lens of the Bible and seeing a bunch of things that just seem a little too coincidence to be coincidence. What do you think?